I'll also want to mark who's playing,
Oh, yes.
and perhaps also give the warning about the sound problem.
Sound problem.
The fact that you do not have the current profile set up, so it may be a little dicey.
Yeah. Let us know if we're not coming through as clearly as last time. What happened is something happened with the audition. Oh, yeah. With the audition library stuff we were using, and it deleted the previous like setup we've been using. So I don't have any of the fine-tuned stuff on the noise reduction we did last time. Of course, there's necromorphs this time. It wouldn't have been so bad if they'd been out there to get whisked into space the first time or pelted with the asteroids and stuff. Audio seems fine, he says. Okay.
That's good.
All right,
Let's
cool.
see.
I didn't change it much from the default.
Where is the
Oxygen thing.
yeah?
There's one
I
right.
think that's it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically,
There we go.
they wanted us to jump around the zero G stuff more often.
Yes, basically.
So.
Oh, they do have a jumping attack.
Uh huh.
Let me see.
In space, no one can hear you rip and tear.
Well, I think they can actually, but
well, in space they couldn't hear you. You know,
true.
they could feel it.
Yeah, they can definitely do that. Okay. And then, yeah, come to find out, the first air upgrade actually heals or stores a lot more air than I thought.
Right.
So I think for a next upgrade, we might go ahead and do that.
Yeah, it does say extra flexibility. Hey, Sway.
Hey, Sway.
To not have to run around, looking for the air stations and stuff. As it was, I think I had to use an air canister to get through here the first time because I didn't bother checking for them.
Wasn't
The plague has been defeated. Yeah, pretty much everybody except me got sick, and I still got a little bit of, sinus seasonal stuff. But no, that's pretty small potatoes what everybody else is going through.
Yeah.
That's it. One of the two whiptail guys.
Zero gravity.
Which I suppose isn't too bad.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Yep. Alright.
We gotta use one of those.
Yeah, we ended up with a pretty good
Wait,
full inventory of
Isaac
that.
Hammond. You're not gonna believe this. Oxygen levels are falling. Something's poisoning hydroponics air production, and whatever it is, it's filling the
Subtitles
deck
aren't
up with
quite
that
synced up,
organic
right?
stuff.
That's
We're
their
not gonna
problem,
have
not
any
ours.
air to breathe soon. But if I understand these lab reports correctly, I think I can make a poison to destroy it. Head to medical. It should have everything you need.
Will this never end? Isaac, get to medical and mix together whatever Kendra's come up with. I'm heading to hydroponics. If I can slow it down, that might keep her breathing long enough to fight it.
Okay.
Yes, as implied, there is something in hydroponics which is poisoning the air, which is bad for obvious reasons.
It's carbon dioxide. Did you know plants, absorb it? Humans can't breathe it.
Yeah, that was the power system, which we will not be
Yeah, it all could have been avoided if when the Ishimura was breaking planets, it was carbon neutral. What the heck?
That is a disembodied head.
I could see that, but
Actually, it is a disembodied lots of things.
right. I have a feeling this is probably what the flamethrower would have been ideal for.
The flamethrower would be helpful.
Fair enough. So I guess they have grab attacks like the.
Yes, and the one with the head has a unique grab attack kill animation.
Right.
They actually form another monster later, but that's a bit of a surprise.
Right. Well, not anymore.
Well, no, their true form is a bit more intimidating. Wasn't there something on floor either 1 or 2 that you're supposed to get again?
I thought there was something on 4-1 we had to come back for, but I can't remember.
Let's see if I can find that out.
That's the most helpful.
Yeah, that doesn't help at all.
Right. Then again, maybe not. Hey, Fen.
Hey, Ben. Okay, let's try again.
And Twitch has been pretty lousy in general lately. I've heard.
Yeah, this is not helpful at all. No.
Yeah, I think we got whatever might have been down there.
Regardless, as as Kendra and Hammond were saying, our next goal is to leave this area and go to hydroponics.
Always something. You're probably about due for a chapter break, you know. I assume that's what's going to be another part of the chapter now. Nice. So the Ripper isn't perfect for stun lock, but you know, we do pretty well.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah. It seems really weird which enemies no sell it and which ones it actually works pretty well on. Forget. Yeah, Sway said she finds Windows 8 better for the tablet than 10, so you have an upgrade. You forgot the scarecrows.
You forgot the scarecrows.
The scare quotes over upgrade.
Okay. We can, in fact, wherever it is. Here we are. We can get the force gun.
Mm-hmm.
We would have to give up something else for it, however.
What do you think? So our current loadout is plasma cutter, line gun, ripper, and contact beam, right?
Correct.
Those all been pretty fun.
Right.
So I always found the force gun and the plasma cutter a little redundant. You know, they do basically the same thing.
You mean the line gun?
The line gun. I think the line gun does it better.
Yeah, then I got pretty good. I get pretty good mileage out the ripper as well. I would say, let me check. We've only got 1 unit of contact energy. But of course, if we move it back into the inventory, then we're not going to get much more.
Exactly, yeah.
I guess what we may want to do is maybe switch out the plasma cutter and the energy since we're running a little low, and try the force gun and see if we like it.
Just put it away for now.
Yeah.
Okay, that we don't have to try to rebuy it.
Right.
Okay. Sweet.
There we are.
All right, and up is the force gun. Oh, we have a new test subject. Nice. I see. That looks pretty promising.
That is one shot. If another person has the temerity to show their face, I'll show the ultimate fire.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they'll do that before the chapter break.
Right. No.
Well, Drain. Well, regardless, you see the close-in version.
Yes. That means I will get to use the ultimate fire.
Indeed. As I mentioned last time, it is basically a hurled grenade / mine.
Obliteration imminent. That's imminent after all. Well, I guess we did blow up a couple times, actually.
Yeah, it was pretty imminent.
All right. And I think there are, 11 chapters? Was that right? I don't know how...
Yeah, I think it was either 10 or 11.
Yeah. I don't know how, if they're all roughly the same length. Okay, Yoshimura tram system. Oh, it looks like we got a new set of ads.
Oh, kind of.
Flesh. Wow.
Punitiko.
Lonely?
The Solace Center.
There's always pen. Huh.
I think there's actually a trophy or something for finding the pen.
Yeah, it's near the start of stage 1. You have to get it when you come back from the end of the game.
I can smell the contaminated air from here. It's spreading faster than I expected. I'm trying to isolate it, but it's not going to buy us much time. We have to get that thing off this ship. The chemicals you need are in the chemistry lab. I'll hack the door for you when you get there.
Alright, that sounds good. Objective added. Yeah, I like how they have a You have like a multiple objectives and a map and stuff you can all select, but in practice it's a very linear game.
Can't stand in the way of God's plan, the natural order. Are you?
Wait a minute, I'm already here.
Blind left to rest.
Oh,
Looks like someone has reprogrammed the door locks on this deck. And recently, too.
interesting.
I guess we're not alone here after all. Someone doesn't want you in this part of the ship.
No, that certainly bodes. I actually don't remember who this is. So in that case, we need to go. Oh. Okay. I guess we get to go through here after all. It's always ping. Oh, Ven says you should consider a one-shot of System Shock 2 for the season. I've heard it's a pain to get running on.
Yeah, that would be my concern.
Oh, it tripped the mine.
There you go. And which mine did it trip?
Well, I accidentally. So I'm used to using the plasma cutter. So I actually hit R2 for the alternate fire, thinking I could swivel the the line the line gun around, but I fired the mine, which the baby hopped into. Okay. So I guess the Ripper will be our generic,
Might want to heal one too.
Ah, yes. The Ripper will be our generic ammo-efficient weapon. Well, yeah, the medium packs are starting to not cut it. Now that we're... I said to use the stasis. There we go. Yeah, the medium packs are starting to not cut it now that they've got more health. Alright. Crush all things. Okay, that's the... Okay. That was the thing we moved with Kinesis earlier. Alright. Come around. What are you looking at, Ben?
Oh, I'm doing a little bit of research.
Mm-hmm. You gotta help me out here, man. Alright, do we have any nodes for the bench? No, okay. A lot of cache and no nodes. See, does this go all the way across and crush us, or do you have to... No.
Yeah, thankfully it doesn't.
Yeah. This is also...
Hey, Phoenix! Yeah, basically, not only do you have to kill those things, but do you...
Huh.
But do you see the limbs that have sprawled out around it?
Mm-hmm.
You have to shoot those. Get too close.
Oh. Well, I see what you mean. Alright. Hey, Phoenix. That was quite abrupt, yeah.
Yeah, I should have remembered that that was coming up, because this is one of the times where plasma cutter is really useful.
Right.
Because shooting vertically is one of the ways to several more than one limb at a time.
Uh-huh.
Thankfully, we have other solutions as well.
Right. Yeah, I've made sure to not get any further ahead in the plasma cutter run than we are on stream, so any of this new stuff would still be blind to me. Because I realize some people like watching the misfortune of people playing games blind.
Indeed.
So it looks like the pre-place things are always the same.
Yeah. And also, interestingly, I don't know if you remember,
Mm-hmm.
but I think this is an area we've already done.
Right. Yeah, it is. Oh, I should just use the explosive canister on that thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I need to remember to do that more often. I'm normally like the person who does all the silly things, and I just forget to in this game. Yeah, that helps. They do it right there.
Yes.
Oh dear.
And we get a fair few credits for our trouble. It's okay. That is a good introduction to what those things can do.
Yeah. You know they disgorge the the living parts stuff, and okay, so now we have to use stasis instead of kinesis to get across here. It's kind of annoying how difficult it is to get around those things. Or to dodge them, rather. Seems like those little projectiles swim in on you.
Oh.
I guess this is the first time you have to really time your stasis correctly.
There we go.
Yeah, normally it's for things that, like stuck doors and stuff like that. It doesn't really matter much, but
for that, yeah, it actually does. Which is really obnoxious, but so it does.
Yeah. At least it's doing that lesson right next to a stasis recharge station.
You're close to the chemistry
There's a
station.
save point.
Yep.
Once you get the chemicals, you're also going to need a DNA sample of the alien tissue.
Hey, Battle Cattle.
I'll search the records for one.
Oh, hey, Cattle.
Yeah, Phoenix. Sway mentioned that you were in the hospital. I'm glad that you're feeling better. I think I got whatever you had, so you, Sway, me, and Ben, we were all shouldered through it together.
Okay. Oh, down we go this time. All right. What are we dealing with here?
Personal log, Dr. Charles Mercer. I now have a live subject for my study. I'm eager to validate my tissue regeneration. Initial restraint was problematic, but now the patient's resting comfortably. He trusts.
Well, this isn't a problem at all.
He puts his life in my hands. He knows his part in all of this. Understands what I'm doing. The forehead has been swabbed clean and marked. And I'm now attempting to create a passage to insert the sample tissue into.
That didn't work. Okay. Ooh, contact energies come in packs of 1.
Yeah,
And then there's stacks of 4, was that right?
I believe so. Yeah, the important thing is that each one packs quite a punch.
It's certainly true, but...
Please stand by.
That was quick.
Antigen compound completed. Please remove the
What are you
capsule.
doing? Your fight for survival is admirable but pointless. And yet you keep on going. It almost makes me think that we had hope as a species. Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago?
Nihilist scientists, the worst kind.
Stop running. Stop your struggle. Our future, your future, the future of our race ends here. Allow me to introduce you to humanity's child, the children that will replace us. Our greatest creation.
I don't know, something tells me that the necromorphs aren't going to be much for white bodies. Oh, we did say it's not working.
I'll be honest. Oh, that's more than I thought. Just keep backing up.
Yeah.
That's good. Saw blade on.
Ah, man. Whoa, that did. You like hit me twice there.
You can't kill it, Isaac. It's just gonna keep regenerating.
Ah, I see.
It's the door behind you.
Well, yeah, I couldn't.
It's now going to regenerate.
Well, that was really annoying. It would have been nice to know that before I wasted like 4 Ripper Blades.
Well, if you hadn't done that, then it would have kept going. So
Right.
be sure to R3.
Come in, Isaac. Kendra,
Gannon, where the hell have you been?
we tried to panic. It's bad down here. Really bad. Can hardly breathe. The organic matter is growing everywhere.
Well, I looked out on that one.
Yeah. If I may suggest something, try using the Force Stone. Either mine or There you go.
Sweet. You may indeed suggest it, and that was taken under very grateful consideration.
Indeed.
Let's go backwards, it looks like.
Battle Cattle, you were to select a Japanese name for your trip next year. Kakoi Kukaku? You'll have to translate that, and also, what trip are you taking? I don't think I've heard of it.
We know the Regenerator is in the vents. That's what Necromorph isn't, really. Just... Yeah, I think this is really the part of hard mode where we start having to spend credits on health.
According to lab records, there's an inert sample stored in the ICU.
As a matter of fact, I think I'll do that right now.
Doing intensive research on it. I've been trying to contact Hammond, but all I'm getting is static. Isaac, you've got to hurry.
Okay. There's a save point in here, so since we're done with this, I'll go ahead and hand it off.
Right there.
Should we buy any of the other side? Is that an enemy in here? No. It sounded like it. Okay.
Cool skeleton. I approve.
It is a... Yeah, go ahead and ban. Okay. This is all. That's all stuff we've upgraded. Yeah, I think we're just gonna need to. Well, now we've got 5 health bars, so large it wouldn't be amiss.
I would pull out the medium at first, though.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have that for emergencies, and then we'll use the medium right away. And then I guess we'll buy a small.
Well, don't go too far overboard.
Well, I mean, we're using 1 right now. This will give us 2 in reserve, right?
I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure that we'll come into contact with others before too long.
Right. But in case we don't. Alright.
Ending it off?
Oh yeah, we actually didn't get this. Alright. It's like a parrot coughing. That wouldn't be an Undertale reference, would it, Cattle? I've been following the screenshot LP on and off. Doesn't really look like my kind of game, but I can certainly see why it's getting the acclaim it has.
Your persistence surprises me. Holding on to your final breath, you claw your way along. You hold on to what was once your wall. And now...
the graffiti around the right.
Be glad of the knowledge that your death will bring their
I left a little bit. Right there, left.
Listen. Can you hear it? It's coming. Say your prayers.
I was waiting for somebody, now that we're having a religious-themed evil organization, to have a say your prayers line. Is it safe? No.
Yep, in case anybody was wondering, yes, that is one of the main reasons that everything has gone to hack.
Oh, Cadillac says no. Skeletons are just neat. Well, that's fair enough. I like people pointing out, did you know you have a skeleton inside you right now? They're talking about now.
Oh, he's right behind.
Yeah, they're talking about how some people are a sucker for it, and some people are...
Ouch. That was a lot more damage than I thought.
And others are fanatical people that aren't like that. And yeah, that's one of the problems with Impossible. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Ven. You don't need people to like what you like, you know? It's cool if they do, it gives you something to talk about, but... If the internet has shown us anything, it's that, you know, you're going to run into people who like all the same weird stuff you do, and also people who hate all the same weird stuff you like. So Unfortunately, that means I have to sit through his spiel again, I
No,
think.
you don't.
Oh, it's right here. Okay.
Yep, they checkpointed right after.
Right. Ripper Blades, I think that's trying to tell us something.
Well, if it is, then it's the wrong answer.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to need to use either Force Gun or something else. Not really all the people.
So he was immune to stasis, right? No, it's not.
Yeah, he is not immune to anything. Except that, of course, you cannot actually kill him.
Right. Just gonna check the break off. Not much, as it turns out.
Yeah, if you were to focus on doing limb damage with a Ripper or the other weapons like that, you could probably cut off more. Like, he got his arm there, I think.
Is there more than one Regenerator in here?
No. The Regenerator is basically your loss perspective. You need to toss out that energy, that battery, and I think there's another one. I got it. I thought that was the way you had to do it. I sure hope I'm not missing it. This is going to be a horrible time.
Yeah.
Try
So
going,
I have to go there. Oh,
yeah, try hitting it straight on when you get the next chance. So,
Is it just me, or are we dealing with a... darn it. Yeah, until I know what to do exactly, I think I'm kind of screwed there. If it is a kinesis, they really should have made it like easier to do.
yeah, I'm trying to think of what you're supposed to do there. And it's either doing something with the battery, although when you were running around, I didn't see a replacement, so you might just have to kill off all of the other ones or last long enough.
Right. Necromorphs equipped with the spam bots. I like that. Can't go wrong with cool skeletons, Ben says. Cattle are the best to support when you're feeling down, and all other times, technically. That's pretty good. I got to bone up on my skeleton jokes for next time.
Oh, gosh. I can tell this is going to be one of those streams.
What, us dying all the time and using humor to deflect it?
Oh, he decided to pop in this time instead of the other.
Would it be scary? Okay,
Okay, so that is definitely
that's
not
definitely not
right.
it, yeah. The fact that sparks are coming from the battery seems to imply something, but what, I'm not sure. Well, then, should we start going to two in a row, or?
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's not kinesis.
Is it skeleton pun time now? Ben is not much of a punster compared to the rest of us. So
when I get into the mood, I can. Otherwise, I sniff haughtily.
As puns are the lowest form of humor, the metatarsals, if you will.
I wish all of you could see the look that I gave him. Just that look.
Nice.
I don't think that even killed him.
I think the green ones, the acid spitters, are hers. I think. That necromorph didn't really matter so much.
I already.
Yeah, I think we might want to use the mine on tougher enemies, the modeled ones, and then normally the acid spitters aren't that much more durable.
Yeah, and I thought there was at least one time before when.
You just need to be in point blank range. I mean, this kind of the shotgun in this game. Yeah, when in doubt. It still uses up one ammo, if I remember right.
Yeah, there's one ammo.
Yeah. And then you got the baby stuff at you. So we can go in there.
I just don't think there's any reason.
Yeah. Jeez. That's why I said you can imagine it. Yeah, you've actually seen it. The rest of them haven't.
Ark.
Oh, you said it in time, though. Oh, he did. He completely no-sold that.
Oh, I missed.
Oh. Freaking babies. Wow.
So, it looks like I need to aim center mass, because unlike what you would expect, the thing it doesn't explode on impact, and it also doesn't hit, like, the hitbox.
Bone puns are the tibia top of humorous discourse. Oh my gosh. You know, with their ducks in a mirror would agree. Okay, let's see. Can we use a small, just to have it ready? Man, okay. So this is contact gun. We gotta save contact ammo, of course.
When things get dicey, I would say use the line gun and it's mine.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking. Is the mine still 2 shots, or is it one ammo still?
I think it's 1 ammo. Yeah.
Okay.